The Mankad dismissal, a term coined from a controversial cricket incident, illustrates cricketers' dilemma between strict rule adherence and sportsmanship. This lawful but sometimes contentious strategy begs the issue: where does the balance between strategic play and sportsmanship lie? Explore historic Mankad occurrences that have provoked strong opinions and emotions in the cricketing world with us as we go into the core of this controversy. We uncover events that question the ethics of cricket and investigate the thin line between strategy and sportsmanship, from Vinu Mankad's first run-out to modern occurrences. 1. Vinu Mankad vs. Bill Brown, 1947-48. The Mankad event, now firmly established in cricket terminology, dates back to a 1947-48 match during India's tour of Australia. The event's main protagonists were Indian all-rounder Vinu Mankad and Australian batsman Bill Brown. Mankad, known for his batting and bowling abilities, was on the bowling end, while Brown was on the non-striker's end. During the game, Mankad noticed Brown frequently leaving his crease before the ball was delivered. Mankad removed the bails at the non-striker's end, caught Brown out of his crease, and argued for a run-out in what became a watershed moment. The umpire upheld the dismissal, which, while fully lawful under cricket standards, sparked a controversy that went beyond the game's bounds. The situation aroused great anger, largely because such a method of removal was unusual and, to many, appeared to contradict the spirit of cricket. The Australian media was very harsh on Mankad, accusing him of unsportsmanlike behavior. However, several voices in the cricket world, including certain Australian cricketers, justified Mankad's behavior as being within the rules of the game, as the word Mankad was invented as a result of this incident and is used in cricket to denote a bowler running out a non-striker who is out of their crease before the ball is bowled.
From Philip Singh, and he made me an opening bat within a month. Only because of my coaching by great coaches, I have become a cricketer.
The incident did not result in an instant change in cricket legislation, but it had a significant impact on the ongoing debate over the regulations and spirit of cricket. The discussion concentrated on whether such a dismissal was in the spirit of fair play, despite the fact that it was within the rules. 2. Ravichandran Ashwin vs. Jos Buttler, IPL 2019. One of the most talked about Mankad events in recent cricket history included Ravichandran Ashwin and Jos Buttler during the 2019 Indian Premier League, IPL. It happened during a match between Rajasthan Royals and Kings Punjab, reopening the Mankad dismissal. Ravichandran Ashwin, an experienced spinner for Kings Punjab, was on the field. Jos Buttler was at the non-striker's end for the Rajasthan Royals. In an argumentative moment, Ashwin stopped in the middle of his bowling motion to see that Buttler had left his crease. Ashwin then removed the bails and requested a run-out. The umpires reviewed and finally pronounced Buttler out, igniting a heated controversy around the cricketing world. The dismissal was proper since it was in accordance with cricket regulations. The event, however, renewed debates about the spirit of the game and sportsmanship. Critics said that Ashwin broke the spirit of cricket by pausing his bowling movement on purpose in order to fool Buttler. However, supporters of Ashwin maintained that Buttler was accountable for keeping within his crease until the ball was delivered, as required by cricket rules. The reaction to this happening was divided. Some cricketing professionals and fans considered Ashwin's actions as legal and within the rules, while others believed they violated the game's unwritten code of conduct. This episode underlined the uncertainty and subjectivity surrounding the spirit of cricket, a phrase frequently used in such disputes but not expressly defined in the game's rules. Furthermore, the Ashwin-Buttler Mankad incident sparked debate regarding future revisions to cricket legislation to better manage similar circumstances. It highlighted the continuous issue in cricket of respecting the integrity of the game's regulations, while also upholding the frequently subjective ideas of sportsmanship and fair play. 3. Kemo Paul vs. Richard Ngarava, Under-19 World Cup 2016. Another famous example of a Mankad dismissal in cricket is the incident involving Kemo Paul and Richard Ngarava during the Under-19 World Cup in 2016, which was remarkable for its high-stakes setting and the controversy it created. The event occurred during a key Under-19 match between the West Indies and Zimbabwe. The match was on a knife edge, with Zimbabwe needing only 3 runs to win with 1 wicket in hand. Kemo Paul, a West Indian bowler, was about to bowl an important over. Paul noted that the non-striker, Zimbabwe's Richard Ngarava, had left his crease before the ball was bowled. Paul pulled off a Mankad dismissal, running Unravel out without delivering the ball. The umpires upheld the dismissal, giving the West Indies a thrilling and contentious victory. This victory allowed the West Indies squad to proceed in the competition, ultimately resulting to the Under-19 World Cup victory. The dismissal was legally correct since it followed cricket rules. However, the event provoked a heated debate over the spirit of the game, especially considering the match's high stakes. The removal was criticized by some as going against the spirit of sportsmanship, especially in a young event when the emphasis is generally on learning and fair play. Supporters, on the other hand, pointed out that the laws of cricket were clear and that it was the non-striker's obligation to stay within the crease until the ball was bowled. The Chemo Paul Richard Unravel incident was especially significant in the context of youth cricket, raising concerns about the lessons being taught to young players about sportsmanship and rule obedience. It renewed controversy about the Mankad dismissal and its place in cricket, adding to the continuing argument about the balance between strict compliance to the rules and the spirit of the game. This event, like others involving the Mankad dismissal, showed complexities and varying perspectives of this unique aspect of cricket. 4. Mark Chapman by Amir Kaleem, Hong Kong v Oman, 2016. Asia Cup Qualifier, February 2016. The Mankad incident between Mark Chapman and Amir Kaleem during the 2016 Asia Cup Qualifier is yet another major occurrence in the history of Mankad dismissals in cricket. This event occurred during a February 2016 match between Hong Kong and Oman. Mark Chapman, a Hong Kong batsman, was at the non-striker's end, while Omani bowler Amir Kaleem was getting ready to bowl. Kaleem observed Chapman had left his crease before the delivery, mirroring past Mankad instances. Taking advantage of the situation, Kaleem removed the bails at the non-striker's end and requested a run-out. As in previous cases of this type of dismissal, the umpires ruled Chapman out since the dismissal was legal under cricket rules. However, as is common with Mankad dismissals, this episode sparked controversy about the ethics and sportsmanship involved in such a decision, particularly in the setting of an international qualifier. Critics of the removal stated that it went against the spirit of cricket, which implies a level of sportsmanship and respect for opponents that goes beyond simply following the rules. Proponents of the dismissal, on the other hand, contended that the non-striker has a responsibility to remain within the crease until the ball is delivered, and failure to do so warranted being run out. The Chapman-Kaleem incident, which occurred during an international qualification match, highlighted the ongoing debate over the Mankad dismissal's role in cricket. It emphasized the need of striking a balance between tough rule enforcement and the sportsmanship that many think should underpin the game. These disputes frequently revolve on whether such dismissals, albeit being legally acceptable, are consistent with the game's spirit, highlighting the continued complexities surrounding this area of cricket law and ethics. 5. Shadab Khan by Fazal Haq Farooqi, Pakistan v Afghanistan. The Mankad incident, which occurred during a 2023 ODI match between Pakistan and Afghanistan at Hambantota, Sri Lanka, is a recent example of this controversial style of dismissal in cricket. The event was made more significant by the circumstances of the game. In order to win, Pakistan needed 11 runs in the last over. Pakistan's Shadab Khan was at the non-striker's end, while Afghanistan's Fazal Haq Farooqi was the bowler. Farooqi noticed Shadab slipping out of his crease just before the ball was delivered. Farooqi swiftly removed the bails and requested a run-out. The umpires called Shadab Khan out, which was suitable with cricket rules but generated much discussion. The ejection occurred during a key part of a closely contested match, which increased the focus and discussion around the event. While such dismissals are lawful, critics contend that they are against the spirit of cricket, which frequently prizes sportsmanship and fair play. Supporters of the dismissal, on the other hand, emphasize the necessity of following the rules, underlining that the non-striker must remain in the crease until the ball is delivered. Despite this setback, Pakistan won the match and took a 2-0 lead in the series. However, the event sparked heated debate within the cricketing world. It adds another chapter to the continuing controversy over Mankad's dismissal, underscoring the narrow line that exists in cricket between strategic play and sportsmanship. The Shadab Farooqi affair, like others before it, highlights the intricacies behind Mankad's removal. It emphasizes the continual need for clarity and balance in the sport of cricket between the text of the law and the larger, sometimes subjective, principles of sportsmanship and fair play. As we close this section on the Mankad incidents, a saga woven into the very foundation of cricket, we must continue to consider the complicated balance between the game's laws and the unspoken code of sportsmanship. These historical events are more than just the rules they follow or the disputes they spark. They are a reflection of cricket's growing story, as well as a memorial to the game's dynamic character. I hope you have found this video very informative. Please subscribe the channel and give this video a thumbs up for more amazing videos.